Virginia University Mountaineers. A sophomore from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Kaylin Steele. A freshman from Forest Lake, Minnesota, Auden Peterson. A junior from Athens, Georgia, Amber Lowe. A sophomore from Morgantown, West Virginia, Sophia Rice. A freshman from Richmond, Virginia, Kayla Smith. A junior from Newton Township, Pennsylvania, Julia Brown. A sophomore from Westerville, Ohio, Emerson Smith. A junior from Raleigh, North Carolina, Kaylee Adams. A freshman from Westchester, Ohio, Neely Mendoza. A junior from Northport, New York, Jaden McDonald. A junior from Laverne, Tennessee, Journey Lane. A sophomore from Brazelton, Georgia, Eden Webster. A sophomore from Boys, Maryland, Carly DiCello. A sophomore from Dover, Pennsylvania, Taylor Toohey. A senior from Marietta, Ohio, Carly Nelson. And a senior from Erie, Colorado, Brooke Irwin. The Mountaineers are coached by Jason Butts, Associate Head Coach Travis Doak, Assistant Coaches Jessica Yanton and Kaylin Milling. Ladies and gentlemen, the West Virginia University Mountaineers. State fans, get on your feet and make some noise for your Penn State Golden Flashes. A junior from Chesterfield, Michigan, Danny Huerta. A junior from Seattle, Washington, Nene Alvini. A senior from Quakertown, Pennsylvania, Kennedy Owen. A junior from Cleveland, Ohio, Grace Kaderick. A freshman from Corona, California, Ashlyn Pearson. A freshman from Sarasota, Florida, Taylor Archambault. A sophomore from Middleton, Massachusetts, Isabella Marks. A junior from Roswell, Georgia, Ashley Morgan. A sophomore from Morgantown, West Virginia, Sophia Alco. A senior from Westerville, Ohio, Avery Thompson. A senior from Bowery Branch, Georgia, Maya Migliori. A senior from Belmont, Pennsylvania, Jefferson, Virginia, Jersey Bigman. A sophomore from Gallipolis, Ohio, Allie Call. A freshman from Pelham, Alabama. A senior from Milton, Georgia, Charlie Bader. A sophomore from Lee Summit, Missouri, Gabriela Espinoza. A sophomore from Grand Ledge, Michigan, Annika Most. And a junior from Stowe, Ohio, Haley Norton. The Golden Flash is coached by Bryce Biggin, assisted by Austin Coates, Tim Lewandowski, and Jose Velez. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor our veterans and our country with the playing and singing of our national anthem being performed this afternoon by Kent State assistant coach Tim Lewandowski.
Thank you, Tim Lewandowski, for that rendition of the national anthem. Good afternoon from 1025 Rissman Drive and the Mack Center in Kent, Ohio, and welcome to a Sunday showcase of Kent State Gymnastics. I'm Mike Elkins, joined by Amanda France, and we are thrilled to bring you a tri-meet featuring the Golden Flashes, the Mountaineers of West Virginia University, of course the Mountaineers of the Big 12 Conference, and Division II Fisk University, led by former Kent State gymnast and now head coach, Naria Mack.
Mike, it's a special afternoon for so many reasons. Not only do we have 3 programs with very different styles and strengths, but we also have a homecoming of sorts with Coach Mack, returning to the place where her collegiate career began. And on top of that, this season carries extra meaning for Kent State.
Yeah, Amanda, you are absolutely right. It certainly does. This is the final season, the final rotation for long-term head coach Bryce Biggin. He's going to retire after 35 seasons leading the Golden Flashes. His impact on this program, quite frankly, immeasurable. MAC championships, NCAA appearances, and generations of athletes shaped by his leadership. Today, another chapter in that remarkable legacy.
And his team is giving him quite a farewell tour so far. Kent State is coming off a record performance last Sunday, the second highest team score ever in a season opening meet, and their best opening score since 2004. They looked confident, polished, and very much like a veteran squad.
Yeah, they certainly did indeed. A veteran squad. 8 seniors anchor this roster, including 4 All-Mid-American Conference performers, and that experience will show up in every rotation, and it's a big reason why the Golden Flashes haven't lost a home meet since January 28th of 2024. And that opponent, ironically, the West Virginia Mountaineers.
The Mountaineers know how to compete in this building, and Fisk brings a rising energy under Coach Mack. But Kent State has momentum, depth, and a packed house behind them. This should be a fantastic afternoon of gymnastics.
3 teams, 3 compelling stories, and a program honoring a legendary coach in his final season. It's Kent State, West Virginia, and Fisk University. Amanda, let's take a closer look at this Mountaineer lineup.
Thanks, Mike. The Mountaineers are dialed in and focused on working through the process to improve each week. Following a fourth place finish last week at the number 3 Florida, their goal is simple: to get better. This year, their coaching staff asked seniors to define the team's identity, resulting in 4 guiding words: respect, loyalty, growth, and selflessness, now displayed in their gym. Each gymnast reflected on their motivations, aiming to make their younger selves proud by keeping childhood photos nearby. Assistant coach Kaylin reminds them that choosing excitement over nerves can be transformative.
Maybe that's what I need to do, Amanda, is keep those childhood photos nearby. But head coach Jason Butts and his staff, he describes this group as a hard-working group, a coachable group, and though last weekend's performance by, frankly, the upperclassmen was disappointing, their current focus is on mindset. Where are they? What are they in good headspace, believing in their potential, and of course exhibiting that stronger senior leadership?
Let's take a look at some Mountaineer gymnasts to watch. Freshman Kayla Smith, she's an elite competitor with major national results. She hit all 4 events last week. Autumn Peterson delivered a 9.825 on floor and impressed the staff. Sophomores, Sophia Rice throws the team's most difficult vault at a 10.0 start value. Carly DiCello anchors vault and beam, expected to add floor soon. Juniors, Kaylee Adams stepped up to anchor bars with a career high of 9.75 and added a 9.8 on beam. Seniors, Carly Nelson, returning to floor for the first time since an Achilles tear and posted a career-high vault last weekend.
Yeah, the Mountaineers, they did not rest well following last week's performance in Gainesville. They're hungry for their first victory over a very good opponent in the Golden Flashes. And Amanda, let's take a look at this Kent State team and some gymnasts to watch today.
Yeah. Charlie Boehner, she's on vault and floor anchor.
Yeah, she's the anchor again on both vault and floor. And Amanda, when she's up, the energy in this arena changes. She's powerful, consistent, and she's the kind of athlete who can close a rotation with a statement routine.
Absolutely. Charlie has the rare combination of amplitude and control. When she hits, it's a momentum shifter.
Yeah, another gymnast to watch on bars is Maya Miglior, one of the most reliable bar workers for the Flashes. Beautiful lines. You're going to see clean handstands, and she sets the tone early in this lineup.
She's the kind of gymnast who makes bars look effortless. If she's on, Kent State is going to get a big boost.
And Isabella Marks right behind her. She brings a different kind of presence on the bars, dynamic, aggressive, and capable of putting up one of the top scores of the day.
Isabella has her power under control and attacks every skill with confidence.
Yeah, let's go over to the beam and talk a little bit about the MAC champion, Heidi Schultz.
Beam fans, this is a routine you don't want to miss. Heidi Schultz, the 2025 All-MAC selection and reigning MAC champion, always delights the fans with her performance.
Yeah, Heidi is, she's experienced. She's calm and poised. She will bring you championship-level composure to the most pressure-packed event in the building. That could be a separator between the Golden Flashes and the Mountaineers later on.
Absolutely.
So let's take a look at the matchups. The all-time series, West Virginia holds a 25-10 advantage over the Golden Flashes. In the last meeting, Kent State down in Morgantown defeated the Mountaineers. That being down January 16th of 25. The last time West Virginia beat the Golden Flashes right here at the MAC Center, as we have mentioned, January 28th of 24. And honestly, the Golden Flashes have not lost in this building since then. West Virginia holds a 1-0 advantage over Fisk University, and the Golden Flashes 3-0 over Fisk University.
Let's go over the coaches here. WVU, Jason Butts, in his 15th season, he's 160, 39-1. Assistant coach Travis Doak, Jessica Yasmin, Kaylin Millick. Fisk University, Nariah Mack. Assistant coach Brittany Taylor Owens, Lydia Collier, and Kylie Coppin. Kent State, of course, brings Bryce Biggin in his 35th year, 454 wins, most wins all-time for KSU Gymnastics, second most all-time MAC. Assistant coach Austin Forbes, Tim Lewandowski, and Jose Velez.
West Virginia will start on bars, and this is an event where they've been steadily improving. They don't have the same national ranking here as they do on vault. By the way, one of the best vaulting teams in the country you will see here today at Kent State University's MAC Center. But they've got athletes capable of big scores when they do hit. Amanda, run through that lineup for West Virginia.
All right, West Virginia is bringing Kayla Smith, Amber Lowe. Number 3, Haley Mendoza. 4, Jaden McDonald. 5 is Kaylee Adams. And 6 is Journey Lane.
Here's Zoe Rankin on vault for the Golden Flashes. Zoe appearing on this vault lineup only 3 times her junior season. As a senior, back-to-back weeks leading off this vault team. Here's Zoe.
Excellent first vault. You couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah, she comes off the table, gets great height, and really maybe a short step back on the landing, but very, very solid.
Very tiny, yes.
And, you know, this vault team for the Golden Flashes, again, is something that's grown in strength over the past several years. And, again, you've got 2 really good vault teams in this gym. Really looking forward to the Mountaineers. They will finish today's event on vault. You'll see Kent State. There's a lot of blue and gold in this gym today. All 3 programs with blue and gold, but the Golden Flashes wearing their, I guess they changed.
They were wearing pink.
Amanda, they threw me a curveball. No wonder I see so much blue and gold in the gym.
They did.
We are waiting Kayla Smith over on bars for West Virginia. On the balance beam for Fisk is Liberty Mora. Avery Thompson would be next for Kent State. On the vault. So Thompson with a good vault last week. Again, she's one of those academic all-MAC team selections. Consistent in the vault team last year, appearing 9 times, 2nd time this year. Here's Thompson.
Little step back there, but is proud of her work. Kent State off to a good start.
I believe this might be Kayla Smith on bars. Is it Kaylin Skeel?
I'm not sure, but she just nailed that ending.
Good start on bars for the Mountaineers. Taylor Archambault, the freshman, would be next for Kent State on vault. Archambault is a freshman with a huge upside, breaking into the lineup this week, the freshman out of Sarasota, Florida. Sophia Pratt is on beam for Fisk University. Amber Lowe will be next for West Virginia on bars.
Great connection there on beam.
Archambault, as a level 10 gymnast, personal best of 9.725. Archambault salutes the judges in her debut on vault for the Kent State Golden Flashes for the freshman.
With a net.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Big vault for Kent State.
Tim Lewandowski loves it.
The whole team loves it.
What a vault for the freshman. Breaking into the lineup. Taylor Archambault.
They must be very proud.
Amber Lowe on bars for West Virginia. Look at the reaction by Archambault. Coach Lewandowski back over to bars.
Oh, almost. They're proud of that bar set. Kent State is applying the pressure early.
Up next for Kent State would be Ashley Morgan. Haley Mendoza on bars for West Virginia, and on the beam, Hadassah Diggs for Fisk. Here's Morgan.
Almost. Penn State seems to be on fire over there on vault.
Just a little bit of a hop back. Morgan again, the junior out of Roswell, Georgia. Hadassah Diggs now over on the beam. Diggs, a freshman out of Willingboro, New Jersey. Mendoza, good transition from low bar to the high bar.
She's swinging great so far.
Again, West Virginia knowing they've got to perform at a high level to beat the Golden Flashes.
Double layout, almost. Little step at the end.
Now here's Jersey Bingman. Bingman, another solid vaulter.
Another Yurchenko
wow.
with the stick. She was not giving that one up.
The Golden Flashes back-to-back vaults, sticking the landing. And Amanda, you know as a former gymnast, it's those small things that add up in a meet. And if you can nail those early on in the season.
You're applying the pressure on the other teams.
Absolutely. And folks, I'm having technical difficulty up here
Beautiful connection on beam.
with our scoreboard, so you'll have to bear with me. Kent State, solid on vault.
Beautiful leap series. Nice front toss on beam.
This is the anchor of this Kent State vault lineup, Charlie Boehner. Here comes Charlie down the runway. Wow.
Yes. Excellent stick. She knew what she had to do.
Amanda, that is quite honestly, that is the best vault
Yes.
of this lineup, and she got great height, able to rotate in the air and just stick that landing.
Those were beautiful vaults. That first rotation was incredible to watch.
Charlie Boehner, the senior out of Milton, Georgia. What an opening rotation for the Golden Flashes.
They are off to a great start.
Prior to the Boehner vault, they were at 48.8 as a team. They'll drop the low, and we could see a 49 for the Golden Flashes in the opening rotation here in this tri-meet.
That's what you want for the Kent State Flashes.
It is a 9-9. A career high for the senior.
Good for her.
Maya Migliori on for an exhibition vault for the Golden Flashes.
Another great vault. Just proves that they have depth on vault.
Yeah, we talked about it last week about how deep this team is, and Coach Biggin with great confidence in this team that it's a top 5 team in his 35 years, which says a lot about the potential of this Golden Flashes squad. Let's go over to beam now. Fisk University. On bars is Kaylee Adams for West Virginia.
pickup on bars over there.
For Kent State, exhibition on vault will be Allie
Standing
Call.
back layout. Ooh. Getting up after that fall is real tough, but she has her team behind her on beam.
Allie Call, a sophomore out of Gallipolis, Ohio. Trained at Gallia Academy.
All right. Kent State finishes vault on fire.
Thus far, no letdown after last week's performance, where again the Golden Flashes recording the second highest team score in the opening meet of the season in program history, the best score since 2004. Golden Flashes with a team score of 49 on vault.
Amazing. Great start.
Yeah, Amanda, when you look at that, that momentum carries into the bars, which is an entirely different area of competition in the gym.
It sure does. You got to change your energy a little bit over there on bars, but carrying that momentum, that's the key.
Bryce Biggin, Tim Lewandowski, Jose Velez circle around that Kent State team with the goal of a three-peat in the Mid-American Conference. 2 years ago, they did share the title with the Cardinals of Ball State University, won it outright last year, but unable since 2015, the Golden Flashes, to take home the crown at the Mid-American Conference Championships. And we know with Coach Biggin, again, his final rotation in his 35th season would like nothing more than to win the MAC championships and then move this team into the NCAA regionals.
Absolutely. I think this team wants to give him a great farewell show.
And he looked, we talked to him earlier today, Amanda. He looked really relaxed. Look, he's out there, he's got the shirt not tucked in, got the pink shirt on today, and he looks really relaxed. And I think that says a lot about his confidence in this team as well.
That's exactly what I expect out of Bryce Biggin.
Yeah. West Virginia with a 48-425 team score on bars. And on beam, let's go back to bars. This is Journey Lane. You can hear longtime public address announcing voice Jeff Kurtz in the background.
Nice connection there on bars. Looking for a solid finish here. Double layout to a stick. Great exhibition routine.
So Journey Lane wraps things up for West Virginia, the junior out of Laverne, Tennessee. So Kent State will move over to the bars, West Virginia to the beam, and Fisk will move to the floor in rotation 2 as we continue to focus on the beam here with Fisk University.
Fisk is still fighting very hard over there on beam. Great dismount. Little step, but chest is up.
You could almost sense that she was running that dismount in her mind.
Yes.
And nailed it, as you said, just a little bit of a step on the dismount, but Fisk on beam led by Nuria Mack, the former Kent State gymnast, and that was a great conversation, Amanda, we had with her earlier. She's got a great personality, and she talked about the resiliency of this team, you know, on the heels of really the bad news and the summer of 25 that this program, this gymnastics program at Fisk University will no longer be.
I know, that is really unfortunate because they're a great team and they have a lot of heart, and that's not something that anyone wants to hear.
And they love the sport, and I think that's the difficulty about it. Some will perhaps move on to other programs. Some will remain at Fisk University for many reasons, but I want to say congratulations to Nuria Mack. She said it's not something that she really expected to be, it wasn't on the bingo card as we talked about.
Right.
To be a college coach.
She was happy to be the assistant coach, and when they asked her to be the head coach, she was like, who, me?
Yeah. There's a lot more responsibility that falls on the shoulders of a head coach. So Fisk is still working through the beam lineup.
Yes, this is their anchor. Aaliyah Reed Hammond.
And Fisk will have 2 exhibition routines as well. Reed Hammond will be followed by Jordan Cromartie and Kennedy Johnson.
So far, she looks extremely confident up there.
Reed Hammond, a senior out of Milwaukee.
Back handspring aerial, beautiful. She's gorgeous to watch on beam. Good. Split jumps. Gainer full to a stick. Excellent finish for them. They needed that.
Aaliyah Reed Hammond turning in a great performance for Fisk University to round out that lineup. Yeah, looked very confident and comfortable on the beam.
Little hiccups in there, but they ended beautifully.
So as Fisk will move into the exhibition mode, the Golden Flashes and the Mountaineers cannot start, obviously, their 6-minute warm-up, so plenty of time between rotations here for both the Golden Flashes and the Mountaineers. Jordan Cromartie, another senior, she out of Houston, Texas. Good turnout here at the Mack Center today, supporting the Golden Flashes. Unfortunately, only 2 home meets left in this season, March 1st and March 15th. Golden Flashes will be on the road for some time after today's meet.
That time will go by quick. Missed that connection there. Just gonna try again. Back handspring to aerial. Fortunately, couldn't hang on. Beautiful jumps, split jump, split 3/4. Gainer full to a stick. Good finish.
That's what you like to see. The gymnasts that might struggle on beam, they just work through all of those issues and finish strong.
Yes, that's what you want to see.
So that will bring up Kennedy Johnson. Johnson, just a freshman out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. Again, Maria Mack, assisted by Brittany Taylor-Owens, Lindsay Collier, Kylie Coppin, student assistant Sky Henson. Amanda, when you've got this much time between rotations as a gymnast, kind of what are you thinking about? It's a lot of time to kill.
It is a lot of time to kill, and sometimes you just want to distract yourself a little bit, but then you got to bring it back. You got to bring back that momentum. Kent State had so much momentum going into bars. This is a long pause between vault and bars.
Now, when Kent State does get to bars, they will be led off by a very talented gymnast, Danny Fortes.
Back handspring, back layout on beam. She holds on to it. Good fight. Beautiful leap series. Looks like her confidence is coming back a little bit. Side semi, nails it.
Now those are the building blocks, Amanda, that you take with you not only through this competition, but the rest of the year.
Yes, absolutely. Good finish for Fisk.
So that will wrap things up in rotation number 1. The Golden Flashes with a team score of 49 on the vault. West Virginia 48.425 on the bars, and on beam, Fisk University, the Dogs 47.3. Let's take a look at the lineups for rotation number 2, Amanda.
On bars, Kent State, we have Danny Fortes, Maya Miglior, Isabella Marquez, Heidi Schultz is back on bars, Nastia Rudnitskia, Charlie Boehner as the anchor. West Virginia, over on beam, we have Kayla Smith, Amber Lowe, Kaylee Mendoza, Carly Nelson, Kaylee Adams, and anchoring Kaylee DiCello. Fisk on floor, we have Jordan Cromarty, Liberty Mora, Aaliyah Reed-Hammond, Micaiah Rosado, Sanaya Rosby, and anchoring on floor is Zaya Coleman.
Now we're just moments away here from rotation number 2 at the Mack Center. And Kent State looking to carry that momentum, that team score of 49 into the bars performance. Kent State ranked 28th in the nation, first in the conference. This is numbers after 1 week of competition. 195.35 was the team score last week. Again, that a Mid-American Conference matchup between they and the Huskies of Northern Illinois. Kent State, again, 28th in the nation. West Virginia comes in 48th in the nation, 6th in the Big 12 with a score of 193.45. Only one score in the season, of course, that occurring last week in Florida, and Fisk at 74th in the nation. The Golden Flashes in vault, they come in at 26, and they didn't hurt that number today. They probably improved it.
Absolutely.
30th in bars, 37th in beam, 28th on floor. And for West Virginia, they are the 15th ranked team in the nation on vault. We talked about it earlier. Looking forward to seeing them on the vault. 50th in bars, 59th in beam, and 41st on floor. Charlie Boehner ranks 7th in the Mid-American Conference in the bars area. So we're going to see Charlie. She's going to anchor this Kent State bars team.
We are getting ready to go here. Rotation 2.
Kayla Smith would lead off for West Virginia. Smith, a 3-time level 10 national qualifier. 2025 earned the national berth, recording top 5 finish at the Region 7 championships. She leads off this West Virginia beam team. On floor
Strong
is
front aerial.
Jordan Cromartie. And Danny Fortes on bars.
Nice connection over there on bars.
She gets such great height off that bar.
Excellent shoot over. Nice handstand.
Now Danny will stick that
Nice
dismount.
ball. All right.
Held
She
on
did
to it.
Great start for Kent State on bars. She did her job.
This is Kayla Smith now. Good dismount for the Mountaineers on beam.
God. WVU is happy about that one.
Jordan Cromartie on floor for Fisk. Final tumbling pass for Cromartie.
Round up 1.5 punch layout. She's bringing a lot of energy. That's what they need. Great start.
Amber Lowe, career high of 9.85 in the beam competition, that occurring at Arizona State last February. And for the Golden Flashes, Maya Migliori would be next. Maya salutes the judges. Maya with a career high of 9.825. That occurring January 26th of last year.
Nice handstand. Beautiful connection.
Maya with great lines on that, Amanda.
The team's looking for a stick here. And they got it. That smile says it all.
Maya Migliore, a solid bar routine for the Golden Flashes, and that momentum continues. 9-7 posted for the West Virginia beamer, Kayla Smith. This is Amber Lowe. Up next on floor for Fisk University is Liberty Mora. Again, we talked about the importance of setting the tone in spots 1, 2, and 3 for that Golden Flashes bars team.
Beautiful beam series.
Here's Mora on floor. Nice open tumbling for Mora.
of energy on floor. Beautiful jump series on beam. Front layup, front full on floor.
Isabel Marks over on bars now for Kent State.
Yep. Little bent knees on bars. Looking to finish. A little step on the landing.
So that may be a score the Golden Flashes may throw out. Maya Miglio on the bent knees going to the lower bar. And then a step on the landing. So Nastia Runitskaya would be next for Kent State. Over on beam for West Virginia, Haley Mendoza. Mendoza last week, a 9.65 in this competition. On floor for Fisk, Ilea Reed Hammond. Schultz would be next for Kent State. On bars, not Nastia.
Heidi is back in the lineup on bars, coming off of being sick. Fall on beam there. She needs to regroup.
Schultz's career high in this event, 9.9. And again, as Amanda just said, coming off an illness earlier in the week.
Bryce was excited to see her back in the bar lineup.
Two Giants.
And for good reason.
The senior with leadership and poise. On the floor, Reed Hammond for Fisk.
A little step out of bounds on floor there.
Reminder, Mendoza on beam.
Looking for a strong finish on beam.
This is Makia Rosado. Fisk on floor. Makia, the freshman out of Nashville.
Beautiful.
Nastia Runitskaya next on bars for the Golden Flashes. Career high of 9.925. That back in February of 24 against Bowling Green. Beg your pardon, March of 24. Nastia, all max second team on bars.
Kent State is going to need these two big scores here.
All eyes on Nastia here at the Mac Center now.
Excellent connection. That's all right. Here we go. right. She held on to that stick.
Little trouble on the low bar, but recovered. Take another look at it. Almost had to check herself there.
Yes. But they want to be back on that momentum train.
Another fall for West Virginia on the beam.
West Virginia is definitely struggling.
I believe this is Carly Nelson. 9.875 career high. That
Beautiful
occurring
aerial.
twice in 23 against Eastern Michigan and Iowa State.
You could tell she's a bit nervous.
Sanaya Rosby would be next for Fisk on floor.
Good finish on beam there.
Sanaya Rosby, a junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Over on bars, Charlie Boehner, the anchor, coming off a 9.9 on vault.
Beautiful transition.
Kent State
Just a little early on that release move.
Boehner will back on the bar and wrap things up.
Great stick. Unfortunately had that break on bars.
So this would be Kaylee Adams on beam. Career high 9.85 for the Mountaineers. Academic all Big 12 team. On floor is Rosby.
Rosby looks strong so far. For handspring 1.5.
So for the Golden Flashes, we've got an exhibition on bars for Kent State. Sophia Balco and Taylor Archambault. Sophia, a gymnast from Morgantown, chose the blue and gold of Kent State to further her gymnastics career.
West Virginia continues to struggle a little bit over there on beam.
Yeah, and if you're coach Jason Butts, knowing that the beam is obviously the separator, if you will, a poor performance on beam and a Kent State poor performance on bars considerably, as the judges over on the beam will actually have a conference and talk about Charlie Boehner's performance. So an opportunity to close the gap, see how that is closed, if at all, here when all of the competitors are complete. We're still waiting on the Charlie Boehner score.
Front gainer full. West Virginia seems to be pleased with that beam set.
And there's a conference on the floor as well for, I believe, Sanaya Rosby's performance. Amanda, where are we? Are we at Kaylee Adams on beam?
Carly DiCello, I believe.
Carly DiCello. Carly's sister, an All-American at Florida. Got to compete together last week in Florida.
That had to have been fun, surrounded by family.
Yeah, a couple of proud parents, definitely. Here's Balco.
So far, she's swinging great. Nice handstands. All right. Little step back on that dismount. Otherwise, pretty good bar routine from Sophia.
Next up, for the Mountaineers, Carly DiCello.
My partner's right on it. She's tracking better than I am right now. DiCello on beam. DiCello, a Big 12 all-freshman team after the 25 season, 11 podium finishes, 6 event wins, ranked second on the team, qualified for the regionals as a specialist on vault and beam for the Mountaineers. Here's DiCello now on beam.
West Virginia's looking for a big score here.
Amanda, Kent State did drop the score of Charlie Boehner of a 9.075. They finished with a 48.3 on bars.
I'm sure not the second rotation that they were looking for. West Virginia just had a fall, another fall.
Taylor Archambault, the freshman now, exhibition on bars for Kent State.
Wow.
I mean,
Very high Takacha.
Great potential in Taylor. Great gymnast as a freshman.
Very talented and powerful.
And very strong.
Chest down on that landing, but she nailed it.
Great dismount. And that you can see as a bar routine in the starting lineup in the next couple of weeks.
I think so too.
It's a matter of, as we talked with Bryce earlier today, Amanda and I, it's consistency, showing that same.
In practice.
Yeah, in practice.
She has what it takes.
So Kent State wraps up rotation 2 on the bars. They now will move to the beam. At the end of rotation 2, we still have West Virginia and Fisk. A couple of conferences in rotation number 2 on both of these areas of competition at the Mack Center. If you're just joining us, Mike Elkins with you, along with Amanda, a former Kent State gymnast, but always part of the Kent State family.
Happy to be here.
For the Mountaineers,
It's fun to be back.
Peterson.
There's Auden Peterson now on beam for the Mountaineers. Peterson, just a freshman out of Forest Lake, Minnesota.
Coleman.
Zaya Coleman,
Anchoring on floor.
yeah, is on floor for Fisk. Thank you, Amanda. Do you have butterflies coming into the Mack Center?
I sure did.
How long has it been since you've been back to the Mack?
Years.
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 So here's Auden Peterson. This is, again, a exhibition. Carly DiCello, the anchor on that Mountaineer beam team, did have a fall, and I wonder if West Virginia may need to count one of those falls.
They do. Unfortunately, they did not have their best beam set.
Now the Mountaineers, an opportunity to close the gap, unable to do so. 46.5 team score for them on beam.
Beautiful front aerial split jump.
So we get the music set for Zaya Coleman now on floor.
As she wraps it up. Beautiful back handspring back layout. Roundup handspring full in. Little out of control, but still lands it. Great routine from Auden. West Virginia wishes that was in the lineup.
Right, here's Coleman on floor. Coleman, a senior out of Atlanta, Georgia. Having heard news of the Fisk University gymnastics program not to continue following this season, your heart goes out to all of these gymnasts that have put so much work into their beloved sport.
Every routine counts for them. Front through to a layout. Looks like that was a mistake. She must have ran out of energy.
So the senior wraps things up here on floor for Kent State. They will have two exhibitions, Ayanna Thomas and Kennedy Johnson. On beam, we will see Eden Webster. Webster, the sophomore out of Brazelton, Georgia, Mill Creek High School. And these are valuable opportunities for the gymnasts, these exhibitions in front of especially on the road, if you will.
Absolutely. They are looking to get into the beam lineup. And I think Auden proved herself that she deserves a spot.
This is Kennedy Johnson now on floor for Fisk.
Ariel Branny, I'm not sure if the judges will give that a connection. She looks very strong and confident on beam. Round off 1.5. Little step back there, but she did her job.
So Eden Webster wraps things up for the Mountaineers over on beam. And I believe we have Kennedy Johnson now for Fisk. We'll wrap things up for Nuria Mack's team. Kent State looking to move over to the beam. Kennedy Johnson also in exhibition previously on beam for Fisk.
She's also looking to get in the lineup. Double back. Chest is a little low. Tell the team loves this routine. She tried to do a 2.5 punch front there.
Judges will have a conference over here on the Eden Webster beam performance.
Bet you it's that connection series.
That will wrap up rotation number 2 here at the Mack Center in this tri-meet. Golden Flashes, Mountaineers of West Virginia, and Fisk University. Week number 2 of the gymnastics season here in the NCAA landscape. This wants to compete in the meet, and so you're coming every single day to practice to get that 1% better to push yourself, but not only yourself, your teammates.
Yes, absolutely. If you're not competing or if you're in the exhibition spot, you are doing your job to the best of your ability.
Now let's take a look at the lineups here for rotation number 3. As we said, on vault is Fisk, on beam, the Golden Flashes, and on floor, West Virginia, Amanda.
All right, Kent State, we have Zoe Rankin, Maya Miglior, Danny Fortes, Gabby Riley, Ashley Morgan, and anchoring with Heidi Schultz. West Virginia on floor, we have Amber Lowe, Carly Nelson, Emerson Smith, Kayla Smith, Autumn Pedersen, Sophia Rice. And over at Fisk, we have Kennedy Johnson, Zaya Coleman, Hadassah Diggs, Sanaya Rosby, Micaiah Rosado, and finishing with Aaliyah Reed Hammond.
Amanda and I will step away for just a moment. We'll be right back in 60 seconds to bring you all of the action, rotation number 3. Rotation number 3 getting underway. Kennedy Johnson on vault. It's Zoe Rankin on beam for the Golden Flashes. Amber Lowe on floor for the Mountaineers. Both Fisk and West Virginia with a big hill to climb to catch Kent State. Golden Flashes off to a great start in rotation number 1 with a team score of 49 on vault. They did stumble a little bit over on the bars. Not a Kent State-like performance on bars. So they will look to make up for that with a solid beam routine. A lot of gymnastics left. We just saw West Virginia with 3 falls, I believe, on the beam. They had to count 2 of those, and that hurt that team score. So anything is possible. Kent State has to stay within themselves and focus on what they do very, very well. This is Kennedy Johnson on vault.
Kurchenko layout. Little hop back, but great start for Fisk.
Amber Lowe on floor. 9.725 last week at Florida.
They're looking for a strong start. Double pike, excellent, chest up, nice and controlled.
Zoe Rankin salutes the judges, and she is now on beam for Kent State. Rankin a career high 9.825 in this event. Competed here 9 times on beam last year.
Nice by Catherine Beck layout.
Zoe, the table setter last week on floor for Kent State, getting them off to a great start. Looking to do the same on beam right now.
Great beam leap series. Amber Lowe finishing strong. WVU is happy about that floor routine.
Hadassah Diggs, I believe, would be next for Fisk on vault.
Zoe looks collected on beam. Great stick. Beam needed that.
Good start.
Great start.
Good start for the Golden Flashes. This is Hadessa Diggs now. Fisk on vault. Up next for West Virginia on floor is Carly Nelson.
For the Golden Flashes, Maya Migliore. Next up in floor exercise.
Here's Diggs.
Carly Nelson.
Yurchenko tuck full. Chest was a little low on the landing, but Fisk seems to be very happy for her.
Fisk loves it. Great height off the table, great power. As Amanda said, just that step back. Sanaya Roseby would be next on vault for Fisk. This is Maya Migliore on beam for the Golden Flashes. Carly Nelson would be next for the Mountaineers, but not before there's a conference had in the middle of the mat over the Amber Low performance. Zoe Rankin for the Golden Flashes, a 9.65 to start on beam for Kent State.
Seems like a little bit of a low score there for her performance. Beautiful leap series from Maya.
So Maya looking to build off of that 9.65 by Zoe Rankin.
Nice height on that backhand swing back layout.
Maya looks very comfortable, confident on the beam.
Beautiful front toss on beam.
Crowd loves it here at the Max Center. Maya steady. Back over to vault.
Yurchenko full. Big step back, but Fisk is loving it. Great vault.
Sanaya Rosby there on the vault. Up next would be Makia Rosado. Migliore.
Stuck landing from Maya Migliore on beam.
Maya building off that 9.65 by Rankin to start. We'll go over to floor. This is Carly Nelson. Carly, the senior out of Marietta, Ohio. Opening tumbling pass.
Front through double. Beautiful. Nice and controlled.
Makia Rosado, vault for Fisk. Carly Nelson on floor for West Virginia. Danny Fortes will be next for Kent State on beam.
1.5 punch front layout. Carly Nelson is demanding attention over there on floor.
Fortes, back in 25, was a MAC preseason gymnast to watch before her injury. And so fun to watch on beam. Good to see Danny Fortes back.
Cat leap switch side. She looks very confident. Triple series. Oh, just couldn't hang on to it at the end there.
Maya with a 9.75 for Kent on beam.
Switch leg, split jump.
Should be Aaliyah Reed Hammond
Over there on vault.
on vault. The anchor of this vault team for Fisk. Fortes dismount.
Danny finishes strong on beam.
Just a slight hop forward by Danny. Emerson Smith on floor for West Virginia.
Yurchenko full, she fights for that stick. Fisk is happy about it.
Reed Hammond, she did fight for it. She held it. Should be a good score.
Round up full in on floor. Lots of power.
West Virginia looking to build on floor. Amber Lowe's 9.525 started things off for the Mountaineers. Next for Kent State on beam would be Gabby Riley. Gabby's been a steady performer for Kent State on the beam. Placed second in the MAC championships last year with a 9.85. Appeared on this beam team 12 meets all season long. Again, she's very good on the beam. Looking to put a great score up for Kent State.
A lot of pressure on her after that set from Danny. Floor finishes with a great set from Emerson.
Kayla Smith would be next for West Virginia. Fisk has completed the competition on the vault. He will wait for both Kent State and West Virginia to finish rotation 3. Kent State midway through. Gabby Riley would be next, followed by Ashley Morgan, then Heidi Schultz, the reigning MAC champion in this competition. So Danny Fortes, unfortunately with a fall on that triple series, unable to hold on and get a judge's conference on Fortes' performance. We'll wait for the score to be posted. Great turnout again, as always, here at the MAC Center on a very cold day in Northeast Ohio, and only going to get colder, unfortunately. 8.95 is Fortes' score. Kent State will look to throw that one out.
Gabby has a lot of pressure on her.
Kayla Smith on floor for West Virginia. Season high of 9.8 last weekend.
Back layout from Gabby.
Yeah, I would imagine, Amanda, this is a spot in the lineup for Kent State. Gabby Riley, you've got to forget about what's happened before you as West Virginia steps out of the boundary.
Kayla Smith had a huge double layout, but unfortunately she did step out. Gabby pulled it on strong on beam. Looking for a big finish. Aerial. Front pike to double back on floor from Kayla Smith.
Yeah, well done by Kayla Smith.
She's very powerful. And Gabby finishes with a stick. Good for her.
Should be a good score for the Golden Flashes.
And Kayla Smith on floor. That was an excellent routine.
So Ashley Morgan, followed by Heidi Schultz. Auden Peterson would be next for the Mountaineers. Kent State leaving the door open. opportunity to close it on beam. Following that opening rotation on vault, Kent State struggling a little bit, but we've seen some glimpses of great performances as well.
Looking for that consistency like Bryce always talks about.
So this would be Ashley Morgan. Morgan, a career high of 9.85, had occurring twice last year against Ball State and down at Ohio State. Appeared 9 times in the beam lineup in 2025.
Excellent floor exercise for the Mountaineers. Auden Peterson.
9.675 for Kayla Smith on floor.
And Morgan, the junior out of Roswell, Georgia.
Front toss to back handspring. Ashley Morgan looks calm, cool, and collected up there.
West Virginia with another step out of bounds.
Powerful tumbling, but you have to have control. Double pike on floor. Front aerial connection from Ashley Morgan on beam. Beautiful. Ashley Morgan with a stick. Excellent finish. Kent State is happy about it.
Ashley Morgan maybe feeling a little bit of pressure there to perform for Kent State, but certainly relying on that training over many, many years. Turning in a solid performance for the Golden Flashes, looking for a good score.
Auden Pedersen just finished floor. That was a very captivating floor routine. So fun to watch.
Heidi Schultz would be next for Kent State. Sophia Rice would be next for West Virginia. Both anchors. Heidi Schultz, the anchor of that beam team. Sophia Rice, the anchor of the floor team for West Virginia.
They are battling it out right now.
Rice big in as we look down on him from the Eagles nest. Still looks relaxed. Although with Bryce, Amanda, it's probably hard to tell if he's ever upset, right?
Yeah, once you get to know him, you can tell a little bit.
Here's Heidi Schultz. Won this competition at the MAC Championships last year. 9-8 for Ashley Morgan. Scores posted.
Great score. Nice front toss connection on beam.
So the judges are having a conference on floor over Peterson's performance.
Turn back layout, beautiful.
I mean, Heidi is so solid.
Heidi's nailing it.
Competes with great confidence. So far, a great performance by the senior. Talked to her about pressure, Amanda. She said this is her senior year. That's probably the most pressure, is knowing that her events are limited. Wow.
Excellent finish. She gave it all she got, and that's what you have to do in her position.
That's why Heidi Schultz, the senior, is the anchor of this beam team for the Golden Flashes. Great performance by the senior.
Great finish to beam.
This is Sophia Rice now on floor for the Mountaineers. And much like Heidi Schultz, Sophia Rice looking to turn in a great performance and boost this West Virginia floor score.
For handspring 1.5, punch split jump. Nice and controlled.
Little Top Gun.
West Virginia did say that this is one of their favorite routines. She's very fun to watch.
She definitely has the Kent State faithful engaged.
Front full, punch front layout, nice and controlled. This is going to be a good score here for WVU. Excellent finish for WVU over there on floor.
Grace Nurek now on beam in an exhibition for the Golden Flashes. Second week in a row, Grace has been in the exhibition lineup, if you will, trying to break into this lineup for Kent State.
Misconnection there on her split lead.
West Virginia, we will see two exhibitions on floor for West Virginia. Carly DiCello and Kaylin Skeel.
Nice back handspring back layup from Grace.
Amanda Heidi Schultz performance at 9.85.
They needed that. They need that momentum going right into floor, their last rotation. Great finish from Grace Nurek. Had a fall, but she finished very strong.
And again, Heidi Schultz coming off an illness. We talked to head coach Bryce Biggin earlier this week, and I guess earlier this week you wouldn't expect perhaps Heidi to be in a lineup, but here she is and turning in a 9.825. That's gritty.
You could tell she wants it. This is her senior year. She has to give it all she has.
Absolutely. The Golden Flashes, again, looking to three-peat as MAC champions, a tough conference, the Mid-American Conference, very difficult. It always comes down to, it seems like, Kent State and Central Michigan, two quality programs at the Division I level here. Two quality MAC programs. Eastern Michigan always will make a run for it. Western Michigan as well. Northern Illinois, as we had mentioned last week, is leaving the Mid-American Conference. They will be going to the Mountain West Conference.
It looks like West Virginia is not going to put up their exhibition routines.
West Virginia is moving over to the vault. So for Kent State, Annika Most in an exhibition.
Beautiful mount.
Annika, the sophomore out of Grand Ledge, Michigan.
Front aerial, two, back handspring. Beautiful connection.
Annika, again, much like Grace, trying to break into this lineup.
Cat leap to front aerial, to a scale. She looks very confident on beam. Switch leap, split three-quarter. Gainer dismount. That was a beautiful routine from Annika Most. Step on the dismount. Otherwise, it was very pretty to watch.
You know, when you look at these gymnasts, there's a lot of sacrifice to get those gymnasts to this point in their careers. Parents make a lot of sacrifices, and for Annika Most, she says the most influential person in her life is her mom. Her mom worked 2 jobs just to help her stay in the sport, and her mother is the person who showed her what hard work truly is. And her most influential person in gymnastics, she wants to say, is Coach Lena. She coached her since age 7 when she graduated. Without those 2 people, Annika says she wouldn't be here. And Annika was not in the lineup last year as a freshman, and here she is in the exhibition. That was a routine we could probably see in the lineup in the future.
I think so. It was gorgeous to watch. Your eyes just went to the beam, and she was beautiful.
So Kent State.
Kicking off will be Emerson Smith, should be followed by Kayla Smith, Carly Nelson, Carly DiGello.
Golden Flashes, they finish on floor. This is one of their most exciting lineups. Watch for Charlie Boehner, the anchor. She will bring power, performance, and the ability to close the rotation with a big number. And what's interesting is Zoe Rankin led this team off last week, and she moved up to number 5 in this floor lineup for the Golden Flashes.
That's great. That's what you want to see here.
She is electric, and her dad is the gentleman in the second row from the top with the glitter gold jacket and the golden hair.
Can't miss
him. He just took a seat. You can't miss him when you come into the Max Center. So West Virginia, again, one of the top vaulting teams in the nation. Excited to see this vault lineup. As Amanda had just referenced, Emerson Smith, Kayla Smith, Carly Nelson, Carly DiCello, and Sophia Rice.
You know, if they focus on doing the small things over there on vault, they could get great scores for this Mountaineer team.
Will it be enough? A huge gap between the Golden Flashes and West Virginia. Kent State, if they can just perform to their ability, to their potential, they should walk out of here tonight 2-0 to start this 2025-26 season and remain undefeated at home since January of 24.
Emerson Smith starts out with a strong Yurchenko fold. Big hop at the end, but West Virginia's happy about it.
On bars is Kennedy Johnson of Fisk.
On bars for the Bulldogs, Kennedy Johnson.
Kennedy Johnson, again, that freshman out of Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Clear hip shoot over. Good transition to the high bar. Clear hip double. Little step on the landing. Good start for Fisk over there on bars.
Jersey Bingman will start things off for the Golden Flashes. A 9.85 is a career high for her. Appeared 7 times on the floor team in 2025. Looking to get things going for Kent State with a good score.
Leading off for the Golden Flashes on floor exercise, Jersey Bingman.
Kayla Smith would be next for West Virginia on vault.
Front handspring, front double twist.
Jersey makes it look too easy. Teammates into the dance.
She's having fun out there. That's what you want. Round up 1.5 punch front layout. Beautiful. Great start so far.
Hadassah Diggs would be next for Fisk over on bars. Waiting in the wings for Kent State after Bingman is Nastia Runitskaya. Here's Bingman.
Front handspring, front 1.5. Beautiful finish for Jersey Bingman over there.
Should be a good number for the Golden Flashes to start on floor.
Absolutely.
Over to vault.
You can tell they want it.
This is Kayla Smith. Kayla Smith, 995 start value on this vault. A 9.8 last weekend at Florida. Emerson Smith with a 9.775 on her vault.
Yurchenko full, little hop at the end.
That's a good vault for the Mountaineers.
It's a great vault.
Carly Nelson would be next. So Nastya Runitskaya next on floor for the Golden Flashes. And you know, we used the word resilient earlier when we talked to Nuria Mack, and I kind of see that in the Golden Flashes yet even today, resilient. Not a great performance overall as a team on beam or bars, but they have been resilient, and they've really come up with the big performance when they needed it. Example is Heidi Schultz, the anchor of that beam team.
That's what you expect out of your anchors, and when they deliver, the momentum just carries over into the next event.
Hadassah Diggs now on bars for Fisk, the Bulldogs.
Beautiful shoot over. Nice handstands. Little hiccup there on that blindfold. Gonna look to recover. Double back. Yurchenko full for Carly Nelson.
Here's Nastia. We may have missed a vault there. I heard Jeff Kurtz call out Carly DiCello's name, so we apologize. Here's Nastia on floor. Looking to build off the Jersey Bingman performance.
Opening with a double pike. A lot of power, need a little bit more control on that landing. Nastia's bringing the energy here.
Her teammates into it, encouraging her as she is on the far corner. Second tumbling pass.
Round up 1.5 punch front layout. That's control.
Sophia Rice now for West Virginia on vault. This is a 10 start value.
Nice double back.
Great
Nastia.
finish for Nastia. Rice on vault.
Sukahara, you don't see those very often. Great vault.
Incredible vault by Sophia Rice. Kent State next is Danny Fortes. Again, so glad to see her back in the lineup. Makia Rosado, I believe, would be next for the Fisk Bulldogs over on bars. Taylor Toohey now up for West Virginia.
She's anchoring for vault.
Kent State will travel to Colorado Springs next weekend to take on Air Force, Boise State, and Eastern Michigan. Eastern Michigan a winner last night over NIU and Stony Brook. Eastern Michigan now 2-0 in the Mid-American Conference.
Big release move on bars.
Here's Danny Fortes on floor.
Yurchenko full on vault.
Danny's opening tumbling pass.
Front through, double tuck. So high, so much power.
She did step out. Career high of a 9.975 by Danny Fortes occurring March 17th against Bowling Green, that back in 24.
It's always exciting when you see the moonwalk come out.
I love the selection of music.
It's
Takes me
very
back to my
fun.
day.
Yes. Front layout, front full.
Wonderful.
With a stuck landing. The crowd loved it. Double tuck landing out of bars.
A great performance. She just missed the boundary. Actually, she extended the boundary, went out of bounds just a little bit.
A little bit.
Almost appeared her alignment on that tumbling pass might have been off. Otherwise, she would have been fine.
West Virginia is very happy with Taylor over there.
So Ashley Morgan would be next for the Golden Flashes on floor. Morgan a career high in this event, 9.875. I talked with Shannon last week a little bit about Ashley Morgan. I asked a lot of the gymnasts, what's the one skill that you're most proud of? And Ashley Morgan said discipline. And I thought, that's thinking outside of the box.
Sure
you know?
is.
That is one skill. If you don't master discipline in this sport, you're in trouble.
Yes, absolutely. And you learned that from a young age as a gymnast.
Mm-hmm.
And that carries well beyond your career.
So the crowd here at Kent State at the Mack Center enjoying today's tri-meet between the Golden Flashes, the Mountaineers of West Virginia, coming in from the Big 12 Conference, and the Fisk University Bulldogs, an independent. And again, this is the final year that the Bulldogs will compete in women's gymnastics. This program has been dropped at the university.
Ashley Morgan.
Let's go to the floor. Ashley Morgan now. Again, the junior out of Roswell, Georgia. So much energy in floor. Fun to watch.
All of these routines have so much energy. Crowd pleasers.
Jose Velez, the assistant coach, clapping his hands as well. Opening tumbling pass.
Front layout for 1.5. She looks like she's having fun out there. Big release move on bars. Followed by a beautiful handstand. Fisk is very happy with that routine. Beautiful sky-high double back out of Ashley Morgan.
So West Virginia has completed their vault competition. Zoe Rankin would be next for Kent State, another exciting gymnast with a great personality. Looking across the Mack Center here, Mr. Rankin anticipating another great performance by Zoe.
Ashley Morgan should put up a pretty high score there.
Next on bars for the Bulldogs, Zaya Coleman.
Zaya Coleman next on bars for Fisk.
Zaya Coleman again, a senior, and as Amanda had mentioned earlier in this meet, how important all of these competitions are for these Fisk University Bulldogs. Unless they transfer to a different school, this would be the final year of competitive competition at the college level for these girls. And because you can't say enough about Naria Mack and her job at Fisk University, bringing a competitive gymnastics team to that program.
Next up on floor for the Golden Flashes.
They will land somewhere and land safely and land well. Here's Zoe Rankin now. The senior out of Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. Career high 9.9 in this event.
Excellent transition on bars out of Zaya. Front through double back on floor from Zoe. This Kent State team is bringing the energy on floor.
Zoe winds down to wind back up.
How do you not love this music? Ending with a double pike, under control.
The senior Zoe Rankin out of Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. Loves it, her teammates love it, and her dad loves it as he jumps up from his seat here at the Mack Center, fist raised high in the air in support of his daughter and the Golden Flashes. So Kent State will see Charlie Boehner and then Lana Mast. We'll see if Coach Bryce Biggin, I believe he will, Lana being a freshman. Lana was in the floor lineup last week, in the exhibition lineup this week. But what an opportunity for Lana last week, and as a freshman making her debut on floor. Kent State, a round of applause as they see the preliminary scores posted.
Kent State's looking for a big score there.
9.85.
They're happy.
The senior coming up big for the Golden Flashes.
Next up, floor exercise for the Golden Flashes. Charlie Boehner.
This is our anchor on floor. And also the anchor on bars. Zaya Coleman. Beautiful bar connection. All right, a stick landing to finish out Fisk.
Here's Boehner's opening pass.
Punch front double.
Boehner been so consistent and steady and a leader since coming to this Kent State program after transferring from Temple.
Beautiful loop series, a lot of power there. Front through to double back, well under control. Charlie closing out the meet, so strong.
Charlie Boehner, the anchor for a reason for this Kent State floor team. Flawless performance by the senior from Milton, Georgia. Up next for Kent State will be Lana Mast, the freshman, in an exhibition on floor.
.975 for Zaya Coleman over there on bars.
Score coming up for Charlie Boehner. Now that's what I kind of figured, a 9.875 for the senior.
Great score.
So Kent State will move to 2-0 on the 2025-26 season. They will not see the warm confines of the Mack Center again until the month of March.
It's a long time.
They'll be in Colorado Springs next week. In 2 weeks, they'll be in West Virginia, then travel to Texas, and then I believe to Ball State before coming home March 1st. Here's Lana Mast.
Opening with a punch front double twist. Well under control. Great lead series out of Atlanta. Punch front layout. Rudy, a little low on that landing. The finish is strong.
Well, that will do it for competition here at the Mack Center today in week number 2 of NCAA gymnastics. Golden Flashes will move to 2-0 on the season. West Virginia, they do get a victory over Fisk University, so they will go to 1-5 on the season. And Fisk finishes in third tonight with a 188.975 score. Go through the numbers here in the fourth and final rotation.